making the CPA exam far, far, far more exciting than it was ever intended to be. What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another action-packed edition of the Another 71 CPA Exam podcast. As always, I'm your humble host, Jeff Elliott, a licensed CPA in the state of Kansas by the grace of God and to the chagrin of many, and the number is growing daily, I assure you. If you have questions, I have answers. Hopefully some of them are even good. They can be accounting, career-related questions, or CPA study questions. I've worked in industry for 2 publicly traded companies. I've worked in public accounting, private accounting, and I've been a self-employed CPA for 12 plus years. I've done a lot, seen a lot, made many mistakes myself. So if you have a question, you can email me, jeff@another71.com. That's jeff@another71.com. You can download our free CPA notes at ninjacpareview.com/notes. That's ninjacpareview.com/notes. Or you can download our free study planner at ninjacpareview.com/planner. That's ninjacpareview.com/planner. And that details the Ninja Study Framework, which is what I use to answer all of the questions that I'll answer today. Becky writes in, how can I improve my understanding of individual and corporation taxation and business law to perform better on the REG exam? My previous attempts yielded scores of 64, 60, and 62. Should I focus on MCQs repeatedly and the SIMs? I'm planning to retake my REG exam on August 10th. No, you should not focus on MCQ and SIMs. Your scores indicate you have what it takes, but you lack a lot of the you lack an understanding of a lot of the material at a conceptual level, and so we need to take this house down to the studs and build it back using a solid study foundation using the Ninja Study Framework. And before I jump into that, just on individual and corporate taxation, since you mentioned those specifically, obviously the generic answer is that all CPA exam topics are fair game, and none of them are more important than the others. That's while they are all fair game, some of them are obviously big topics, and individual tax and corporate tax are big topics, especially individual tax. And the best way is to follow the Ninja framework, understand the material conceptually, but then let the MCQ fill in the gaps. And what I'll say specifically about tax in when I was studying for REG, I scored 74 on regulation. Lost my FAR credit. It's a very sad day, very tragic. You can read my CPA exam story on another71.com if you want to hear more about it. But I scored 74 in regulation. I was 1 point from being a CPA. Instead, I lost my FAR credit. I went from 1 point down to 2 sections passed. It was awful, terrible, whatever adjective you want to use. I wanted to quit, blah, 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 et cetera, et cetera. But at the end of the day, there were some topics on regulation that I did not want to study because I hated them. Like-kind exchanges is one of them, especially with a liability swap. And when I forced myself to study the hard topics, the stuff that I didn't want to do, the stuff that I wanted to skip, back then AMT was tested on the exam. I forced myself to study AMT. I forced myself to study like-kind exchanges. And then I also restudied everything else that I was previously strong on, and I scored a 92. Why? Because I'm super smart? No. Because, I have a natural bent towards tax. I just inherently get it. It's my strongest topic. And so I scored a 92 on REG. But the reason why I went from a 74 to a 92 is because I forced myself to study the hard stuff that I hated. And you can apply that to any of the exams. But jumping into REG, says that you're using I-75 and supplementing with Ninja. Not sure which one you're using as your main course and which one as a supplement, but you want to follow the Ninja as a supplement path. You want to nail the concepts so you can pick I-75 CPA videos or Ninja sparring videos. What are you going to nail the concepts with? whichever it is, pick. Spend 2 weeks doing it. Start on your Ninja notes and listening to your Ninja audio. Take intense notes over whatever video series you pick. Spend 2 weeks doing it. Then jump into nonstop MCQ. Jumping into your Ninja MCQ. Like, it doesn't matter if you're Becker, I-75, UWorld, Wiley, Surgeon, Lime, whatever. If this is a retake and you're supplementing with Ninja, you need to switch to Ninja MCQ. And because, well, for one reason, you've already seen those questions from whatever course. And there is a significant possibility that you will have a false sense of security because you're getting them right, but it's more likely than not that it's because you've seen them before. And you start to memorize questions. Also, Ninja MCQ has a training score, which I think is pretty close to the exam, to your actual exam day. So if you're scoring, if you are trending in the lower to mid 80s, you stand a great shot at passing on exam day. It's not scientific, or it's not an exact science, and it's not guaranteed, but it's a ballpark. So not all review courses have something similar to a training score. 3 weeks on that Ninja MCQ, 1 week rewriting your notes, and then 1 week on the Ninja Cram. Kajal writes in, what study plan do I need to pass my Audit CPA exam scheduled for August 2023? And Kajal is using Miles CPA Review plus Ninja. So you want to nail the concepts with your Miles CPA Review lectures or Ninja Sparring, you pick. Start reading your Ninja notes. Start listening to your Ninja audio. Take intense notes over whatever course you use. Spend 2 weeks doing it. Non-stop MCQ for 3 weeks. And take really good notes of your MCQ, what you miss, what you think you might miss in the future. We're up to week 6, which is just rewrite your notes. Most people won't do it, but it pays off. You can rewrite your notes that you took for your lectures or your Ninja notes, and then it all comes together with the Ninja Cram. JT is Ninja only, says, what's the most effective study approach? Reading 1/4 of the book over the first 4 weeks and then focusing on MCQ for weeks 5 and 6, or completing the book in the first 2 weeks to allocate more time for MCQ practice? The intro video suggested a 4-week reading schedule, but I believe spending 2 weeks on reading and 4 weeks on CPA exam MCQs might yield better results. Completely agree. I probably need to redo that study video, but so Ninja only, you want to spend 2 weeks on. So you mentioned the Ninja book, so you can use it. You can use the Ninja book, or watch the Ninja Sparring videos. You pick 2 weeks. Once the 2 weeks are over, you're done, and you take intense notes. It's hard to take notes over a book, so that's why I prefer lecture videos. But we have the Ninja book, and it's extensive, but it's not overkill. So pick whichever one you use, Ninja book or Ninja Sparring. Take notes if you can, and then so that's 2 weeks. Jump into Ninja MCQ for 3 weeks and take notes. Then rewrite your notes. If you didn't take notes, then rewrite your Ninja notes, and then I would watch the Ninja Cram. But I agree. I would spend. It's better to spend more time on the MCQ, because that is where the real learning happens. It takes CPA exam concepts and puts them and packages them in a way that the AICPA is actually going to ask you the questions. Like, it's one thing to learn accounting concepts. It's another thing to answer them on the CPA exam in the way that the AICPA will ask you. And then Ninja MCQ uses past AICPA released CPA exam questions and also our own homegrown, home-written questions. Matt is using Becker CPA plus Ninja. How should I approach studying for my REG retake? Previously scored a 65 and a 70. Feeling overwhelmed with Becker and Ninja. Unsure what to focus on. which resources are more helpful. Okay, if you are supplementing and you're feeling overwhelmed, like, because Ninja has Ninja Book, Ninja Audio, Ninja Notes, Ninja Flashcards, Ninja Sparring, Ninja, which is tutoring, Ninja Cram, Ninja Study Planner. Sure I missed something. It's a lot. And that on top of Becker. So people use what I call the big four, which is Notes, Audio, MCQ, and Cram. Or if you want a big three, Notes, Audio, MCQ. So that's what I would do if you're feeling overwhelmed. And I would nail the concepts with your Becker videos, start reading your Ninja Notes, listening to your Ninja Audio. I would rewrite, or I would take really good notes of your Becker CPA videos. Then switch completely over to Ninja MCQ for the questions. And then you can do Becker simulations or Ninja simulations. You pick. Take really good notes of your MCQ. Then you just rewrite those notes or rewrite your Ninja Notes if you didn't take good notes. And then it all comes together. You can use the Ninja Cram or the Becker Final Review. If you did the Becker CPA videos, definitely do the Ninja Cram for your final review. Wasif writes in, what should I do after failing FAR with a 72? I have FAR, BEC, and auditing left to pass this year. Should I retake FAR or try auditing? What strategy should I use to improve my grade? I primarily use Ninja for preparation, relying on sparring sessions, Excel files, and MCQs. The Excel files is from the Ninja Sparring. Any advice to achieve my dream of becoming a CPA before the new AICPA exam format changes? That's in 2024, obviously, and Wasif is using, I believe, Becker CPA plus Ninja. So, failed FAR with a 72, you have FAR, BEC, and auditing left to pass. Super important that you pass BEC in 2023, because if you pass BEC in 2023, then you're not going to have to take the discipline sections. Not that the discipline sections can't be passed, but anytime there's new things on the CPA exam, there's always drama. Back in 2010 when IFRS came out, drama. Back when the new auditing standards, came out, it's like, 2012 or so, they tested both the extant standards and the new standards. You had to know both. Yeah, that was fun times. And so, like, the Ninja materials had to have both the old auditing rules and the new ones. It's a mess. It was a mess. And so you want to pass BEC and just get it out of the way if you can. And then you want to pass auditing if you can, because, in my opinion, auditing is becoming more difficult in 2024. How much more difficult? Maybe slightly, maybe a lot. I don't really know. But objectively, auditing is not losing any content, but it's incorporating some from BEC. So by definition, it's going to get more difficult. And FAR is losing some of its material to BAR. So in BAR, it's like FAR and BEC met at a bar, then they had a baby. That's BAR. And yeah, I came up with that joke on my own, by the way. So if anyone steals it. Pass BEC in 2023, pass auditing if you can. And so you want to do BEC, then auditing, then FAR. So you're supplementing Becker with Ninja. So nail the concepts with your Becker videos. Start reading the Ninja Notes and listening to the Ninja Audio as many times as possible. Take intense notes of your Becker videos. Now, if you're sick of your Becker videos and you want to switch to Ninja Sparring videos instead, you can do that too for Nail the Concepts. Switch completely over to Ninja MCQ for your questions, and then I would do Becker simulations, and do a mix of Becker simulations and Ninja simulations. Especially for BEC, I would especially do any cost accounting simulations, because Ninja Mike is really good at cost accounting, and he scored like top 10 in the world on the CMA. And so, and if you're starting with cost accounting, definitely watch his sparring lectures. So take notes of your MCQ. So weeks 2 and 3, nail the concept. Weeks 1 and 2, nail the concepts. Weeks 3, 4, and 5, non-stop MCQ. Week 6, rewrite your notes. Week 7, all comes together with final review with a Ninja Cram. If you want to, you can watch your Becker final review. However, I would recommend the Ninja Cram, especially if you used Becker for nail the concepts. Sumnit writes in, using Ninja only How can I use Ninja CPA Review effectively to score 80 plus in FAR? I'm watching SPAR videos, revising notes from Excel, practicing MCQs and simulations for each CPA exam topic. I previously scored 55 in April and plan to retake FAR in August. Please provide guidance on using Ninja to improve my CPA exam scores. You don't need to improve your scores. You need to completely redo your study plan, because a 55 means like something structurally is wrong here. You're not just a few points away. You're not just a cram away or whatever. So not only are you going to use the Ninja materials to learn the material, you're going to use the Ninja framework to completely relearn how to study. So for the Ninja only path, you want to nail the concepts with your Ninja sparring videos, and then read the Ninja notes and watch the Ninja audio, and do that, and read the notes and audio and listen to the audio as many times as possible between now and exam day, because the more times you get it through your head, the more times you listen to it, the more likely it is that you'll hear my voice. People say that they hear my voice on exam day, and I really apologize for that. Hopefully you can get it out of your head. My Kansas twang and my lip smacking, hopefully, and my dad jokes. Hopefully it all goes away soon. But you want to listen to it as many times as possible and take notes while you're watching the videos, and then jump in Ninja MCQ and Sims. And I would do like an 80-20 split of MCQ to Sims, do that ratio. Take notes over what questions you missed or what questions you might miss. Then take all those notes from your sparring videos and your MCQ and rewrite those notes, or rewrite the Ninja notes. People do that as well. And then it all comes together in a final review with your Ninja cram. Don't skip the cram. Watch it the weekend before your exam. Mondays at 1 p.m. is the best time to take the CPA exam. Jacob writes in, how should I allocate my time between Becker CPA Review and Ninja while studying for auditing and BEC? Lots of people taking auditing and BEC at the end of the year. Good choice. I'm uncertain about when to schedule my exam and when to take my simulated exams to work on my weaknesses. My goal is to pass both exams by the end of the year. Any guidance in this process will be greatly appreciated. Thank you. First of all, simulated exams, mock exams, practice tests, etc. They're called many different things, but I call them a waste of time. A simulated exam, okay, what does that tell you? It gets you ready to sit for 4 hours. Great. If that's worth your 4 hours, if that's worth your study time, great, do it. But if you score 75 on your practice exam, a 75% is not a 75 on the CPA exam. It's like a 75% is a C. A 75 on the CPA exam is more like, in my opinion, I don't know this. This is just years of experience doing this and just kind of a gut feel. A 75 on the CPA exam is more like a B+. Okay? Because the AICPA isn't going to pass people getting C's. So a 75 on the CPA exam is more like a B+. Okay? And so your time is much better spent. That 4 hours is much better spent knocking out weak sections in study mode where you get the instant feedback. And I would start with your weakest topic first and work backwards. Score an arbitrary 75 to 80% and move on to your next weakest topic. That's what I would do instead of a simulated exam. Now, how to allocate your time? So with Becker CPA Review and Ninja, I would nail the concepts with your Becker videos and start reading your Ninja notes and your audio. Spend 2 weeks doing that. Then once you're done, it doesn't matter if your videos are up. What matters is your time. If your 2 weeks are up, you punt. You're done. You move on. You can't go for 4 weeks watching videos because they drag out. It doesn't matter if you're 60% of the way through. You're done. So you take notes to the extent that you can. Then you jump into your MCQ for weeks 3, 4, and 5. And that's where the real learning happens. You take notes of your MCQ. Then you spend a week rewriting your notes. And don't fall into the trap of letting your rewrite week be like another catch-all week. If you took good notes, rewrite those notes, but spend a week rewriting the Ninja notes. If it's on the Ninja notes, it's going to be on the CPA exam. I guarantee it. And so rewrite that because it connects your brain to the material on the paper. And then it all comes together in your final review. So if you watch the Becker videos, you definitely want to watch for Nail It Concepts. You definitely want to watch Ninja Cram for the All Comes Together final review. All right, well, that does it for this edition of the Another 71 podcast. I hope this has been helpful. Again, if you haven't downloaded our free notes, go to ninjacpareview.com/notes or download our free study planner, ninjacpareview.com/planner. You enter your email, you get an instant download on the page. If you have a question, a CPA exam study question, you need motivation, you hate life, trying to tackle parenting and the CPA exam. I have 10 kids now. That happens when you work from home. I had some of you will get that joke. Back when I took the exam, I had 3. So I was working full time, and I was working in industry, and same with the CPA exam full time, and so I get it. So shoot me your questions, jeff@another71.com. That is jeff@another71.com. Until next time, everyone, be good, take care, and I will talk to you soon.